Hey everybody, this is Brittany here from Surfing Waves of Light, and I am receiving a message, so I'm going to transmit. Love you all. Thanks for being here. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council, and we are pleased to connect with all of you. We wish to transmit a message about experience and fear today. We wish to tell you all that fear is worth exploring. You can only fear what you have no experience with. We are showing this to this being at this time. We are showing her her fears so that she may explore them and understand that her ideas about them are far worse than what is actually at play for her in her timeline and vibration and cultivation of self. She and you all do not recognize how protected you are, how just by calling us in, staying calm, and activating the inner self, how there is a golden, white, opalescent veil of vibrational energy which encapsulates you, which keeps low vibration experiences at bay. When you are doing this work, you don't hide the fears and the lower vibrational thoughts from yourself. You look at them when they come, and you recognize the patterns, the impressions, the opacities that come with every fear. We find fear so interesting on your planet. One emotion evoked so differently for each human as they perceive the world. Some fear small spiders and others fear sharks. Some fear governmental agencies and others fear speaking in a public setting or with a group of friends. The fears are so subjective, and one being not being afraid of sharks will swim and surf and spend a whole lifetime experiencing the ocean, while another who will deepen into a different life, sometimes created by fear. The water person may fear something else and avoid that, and in doing so creates a non-holistic integration of energies, which is their right. For it is your divine right to integrate all energies. And so we say, once you have experienced a situation, there is much less fear that comes from it. We have been showing this being through her fears by meeting people who do things that she is afraid of. We are teaching her their experiences, their thought patterns, their abilities to make peace. For in this life, because of the nature of this reality and your thoughts, the truth is you all never know what is going to happen. Every day is full of unknown, and yet some situations, like going into the water, the deep unconscious, it feels like something could jump up and surprise you. And so what we have shown this being is that any fear she has of a shark attacking or a bear attacking or some agency coming after her, there is no difference between these and the many other forms she experiences fear. The only difference is the form. The fear is the same. The surprise, the unknown, the attack, one that is not truly in her vibrational experience. And yet the images she has been shown and made in her own mind, she looks at something and sees something that is not there. For her, it is very real, and yet even logical facts will show that there is nothing to be afraid of. And so we each deal with the unconscious fears in the mind. And when you have experience dealing with these agencies or working with the ocean and all the creatures in it, you will find that 99.9% of the time, even 100% for this being, nothing bad has occurred. And yet, like diving deep into the water, these unconscious fears are deeply seated within each and every one of you. And so we need to pluck them out so the seeds of guilt, seeds of shame and fear do not grow into something larger, shaping your life away from its purpose because you were afraid of it. Many of you are feeling the fears now quite strongly. And this is meant to be. Look at it and gently love yourself through it. Nothing extreme here. Just see it and notice what you're feeling. And just allow yourself to unravel it, because each fear is just a tightly wrapped cord that needs unraveling. And so you unravel a little bit and a little bit and a little bit at a time until you see that there was nothing there in the first place. But while you're in it, it is very real. And we acknowledge that reality, for it is important to, and yet also to know that there is so much more, and that you really can't trust your perception. Only your vibration, only what you're putting out, only what you're intentioning for is what can truly be trusted. We are the Arcturian Council, and we will speak to you again more on this topic at another time. Okay, guys, hanging out with some friends, and I stepped away to do my Course in Miracles lesson 77 days in a row. Stoked. Took me a few years to get here, but I'm really getting a lot out of this. So love you all. Hope you enjoyed that message.